Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ansa Micah Daniels, a crocheter based in Ibadan, Nigeria. So today we'll be talking about how to hold your hook. We'll be talking about how to pick out your yarn from the ball such that it's easy to work with. So if you're new here, we bring content to you, unfiltered content. I bring you my crochet journey unfiltered, the mistakes, the challenges I faced, the one I am facing at the moment, the things I've learned, the ones I'm learning, and together we learn and grow through the crochet journey. So that being said, please do well to subscribe. That will help me know that I'm doing something and I'm impacting lives. I'm impacting fellow crocheters. Like I've said before in my previous videos, I am not an expert. I'm also learning through the process and I'm sharing with you the process so that we can learn together. So, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming back. It really means a lot to me. So today, the first thing we'll be talking about is how to um, pick your yarn from the ball such that it makes it easier for you to work with. And I'm going to be describing that in two different ways: the right way, the wrong way. Now, I have a ball of yarn here. I think I used this yarn in my previous video, and this is the ball of yarn. So usually when you remove the label from the yarn, this is the yay regular yarn. When you remove the yarn from the label, when you remove the label from the yarn, this is the ball you have, and this is the tail that comes after you remove the yarn from the label, right? So this is the tail. Some people they work with their tail like this, and they start working. As much as that is not wrong to do, I believe that it is very stressful. Why? Because your yarn has to start moving around, start running around, or just moving in, which can be very messy and disorganized. So to make it easier for you and I to work with, I will teach you how to pick out your yarn from the ball. This is my yarn. It still has the label and it has two sides. So I'm going to show you the two sides so that you know how to remove your yarn. Look at this side. I don't know if you can see it. This side is very closed. Can you see? This side is closed. It means that this is not the side you put your hand into to pick out the yarn. Look at the other side. It's slightly open. It means that your hand can go through it to pick out the yarn. So what I'll do is, if I'll be working with this ball of yarn, what I'm going to do is I'll slightly put my, is this called the index finger and my thumb, into the yarn, into the ball. I go through it and pull out the yarn inside. Can you see? Sometimes you come out with a lump, but not to worry. Now, the moment I come out with it, I pull through, I pull it to bring out the main yarn. Now, I've gotten the main one. Then I start working. Why do I do it this way? Have you seen it? Why do I do it this way? It makes it easier. Now, my yarn can stand somewhere at a point while the yarn comes out. It unravels itself from the ball, making it easier and less messier for me to work with my yarn. Unlike picking out the yarn from the unlike picking out my yarn from the side, or picking out my yarn from the other side, the leftover after removing the label, right? That can be messy. So that being said, I hope you've learned how to pick out your yarn from the ball in such a way that working with it will be less stressful. But either ways work. If the other way suits you well, you can go with it, no stress. So that being said, The next thing we'll be talking about today, let me place my yarn somewhere. I don't have need for this again. The next thing we'll be talking about today is the part of our hook. Part of the hook. I believe that you have to know your instrument very well, especially the tools you work with. You have to know them very well. This is a yarn, this is a hook. The part of the hook is what I'll be telling you, teaching you today. So this upper part, this, and I'll be pointing to them. This part I'm pointing to is called the point. The point. The point is the part that is being inserted into the stitch or the chain. The point is the one you insert into the stitch or the chain you're working with. This is the shaft. The shaft is the back part. This back part that looks kind of curved is called the shaft. We have the throat. This is the throat. The bent part here is called the throat. The throat guides your yarn through the working area. The throat guides your yarn through the working area. This is the grip. The grip is the part where your thumb rests on. The grip is the part where you hold your yarn, your hook. This is the grip. This part is called the grip. This part, I've shown you now I've shown you this is the point. The point is the part where you insert your stitch, you insert into your stitch or your chain. The shaft determines the crochet hook size. This is the shaft and it determines the crochet hook size. This is the throat. The throat guides your yarn into the working area. This is the grip. The grip is the part where you rest your thumb, the part where you hold your hook to work on. And this is the handle. This other part is called the handle. So that being said, now that we know the parts of her hook, those are the parts of our hook, and now that we know the parts of our hook, let's talk about another very crucial thing. The other crucial thing I would want us to be talking about is the ways in which we can hold our hook. There are different ways of holding your hook when working with your yarn, when crocheting, and I have two I'll be talking about here. The first one is the pencil grip. The pencil grip. The pencil grip is actually about the same way you hold your pen when writing or your pencil. This is the pencil grip. The pencil grip is you holding your hook in such a way that you're holding it as though you want to write. You can let your hook rest on your hand as you work. Now this is how it works. This is the pencil grip and I'll be showing you how to use the pencil grip with this yarn. I'm just going to be showing example of the pencil grip. So let's go into it. This is the pencil grip. So with the pencil grip, I have to hold my yarn with my other hand and I hold my hook like this. Now, whether you're using the pencil grip or any other form of grip, the most important thing you should learn is that your hand has to be flexible. Your hand has to be flexible. You don't hold your hook as tight as you hold your pen or your pencil, right? Your hand has to be flexible. So you hold it this way, then you start working on it like this. Like this. Like so, okay. Let's now do example. I hold, this is the pencil grip. Now I work. This is the way to work with my yarn. And my hook using the pencil grip. This is the pencil grip. This is the pencil grip. I hope you understand. Don't forget, your hand has to be flexible. You have to be flexible with your hands, whether you're using the pencil grip or the other kind of grip I'll be talking about. You have to be flexible. This is a pencil grip. Whatever works for you is perfect. The pencil grip, you hold it like this and you work like this. Flexible. Now, why do I say your hand has to be flexible? If you work tightly, it's going to affect the tension of your work, one. Two, it's going to affect the outlook of your project. So whenever you're working with either grip, make sure that you are flexible enough when working. The next grip I'll be talking about is the knife kind of grip. The same way you hold your knife. Look at this. This is the knife grip. You're holding it like you're holding your cutlery, the way you hold your knife. So it is flexible. This is the grip I use. This is the grip I find comfortable to use. So you hold it like this. This is the knife grip. Like this. Like this. This is the knife grip. And like I've said before, whichever grip you're using, whichever grip you'll be practicing, make sure that it is very, very flexible. You're using your hands flexibly such that your project is not too tight. The grip. Now, that is that about that. Another thing we'll be talking about in this video is how to work with your yarn. Now you know we're using two hands. We're using one to hold our hook, and we've talked about the two kind of grip. We've talked about the pencil grip. We've talked about the knife grip. The next thing we'll talk about is how do I hold my yarn. I see some people hold their yarn like this. They roll their yarns in their hands like this, like this. Roll like this, then they hold their hook with their other hand like this. Then they start working like this. As much as this is not bad, if you're crocheting for a long time, it's going to stop the blood flow in your hand, and at the end of the day it's going to start to give you this discomforting feel in your hand. Why? Because the way you have wrapped your yarn around your hands has made it difficult for the inflow of blood into that area of your hand. So I would advise that whenever you're working with your yarn and you want to grip, you want to hold your yarn, you do this. You put it like this. Your small finger, your pinky finger, you put the yarn through it, wrap it through this part, and like this, like this. Why do I hold on, let me do it as though I'll be working now. This is my work area. This is my hook. What I do next is I hold this, put it in between my pinky finger and my ring finger. Then I put it like this and to the index. Then I hold it down. I hold it down like this. Like this. Then I start working. Why do I do it like that? The pinky finger is the one I release for the yarn to come out. Like this. This helps me to control the gauge of my yarn, the speed at which my yarn comes up or down. That helps me to control it. But like I've always said, whatever works for you is fine. Whatever way works for you is fine. Whatever way is comfortable for you is fine. With that being said, I hope that you've been able to learn something from this video. Please share and comment. Let me know what you need or what you'd like me to input in the videos. Bye.